say it's been a minute is an understatement. I have been gone for 3 years. A lot has changed in the last 3 years and there's a lot to catch you up on, so I thought I'd do a Q&A today. Ask my friends is something that I've been wanting to do the entire time I've been away basically, but I've just been too busy, which again, we will get into. But yeah, let's get started. There are a lot of people asking about queerness and asking for dating advice and stuff like that, so I think we should probably start there because the last time that I saw you, I was straight. I came out as a lesbian probably a year ago, both to my family and publicly, and I have received almost nothing but support. Obviously there have been some downsides, but it's been overall very good and I'm super grateful for that. I also have a partner that I've been with for 1.5 years now. You guys will definitely see her around and she's the best. Anything, I feel grateful that I'm able to sort of share this with my community and help people. I receive messages every day about being queer and how to come out and things like that, and to be that person that I wanted so badly growing up just feels like I'm gonna get emotional, and I just put this mascara on. Yeah, it just feels insane to be receiving so many messages and so much love and outpours of respect. I guess this is going to be the gay segment. Okay, so this question reads, how did you know it was the right time to publicly come out? I feel like I've accepted myself but still scared that how other people see me will change. Okay, pretty much all of my friends are queer, and if they're not, they're a huge ally, so I never really felt a need to come out to my friends, so they've always kind of known. However, I came out publicly and to my family about 1 year ago. I came out to my parents first, and then I came out publicly, and then I came out to the rest of my family, who I just chose to block until I was ready to speak to them about it. My family was always very accepting. My dad's favorite show is Drag Race. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be a problem, but I decided that I wasn't going to come out and do the whole palaver of coming out until I had a reason to, if that makes sense. So for me, that was until I got a partner. My parents definitely took it as a shock, not because like they were anti-gay or whatever, but because like you guys, the last time they saw me in a relationship was with a man. So it was just like, what? In terms of coming out publicly, it's the same kind of thing as what I said with my friends. I have a very queer, safe space community, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. I'm pretty sure you guys knew before I did, actually. To be completely honest with you, some people did start acting differently towards me when I came out, but those people are not worth having in your life. It's devastating because you feel like you'd have these people in your lives forever and it just didn't happen, but you have to remember that in the long run, this is the best thing that could happen to you, these people no longer being in your life, because they don't respect you, they don't respect your values, and like, that's just not fucking on. I feel like still coming out is a really hard thing to do, and you were so incredibly brave for thinking this, but just make sure that you're in a position that if you receive maybe some negative responses, you're in a position to take that on and you have people around you that will accept you and love you. Tips on queer dating in Sydney, sincerely a nervous baby gay. I am still technically a baby gay, guys. Actually the worst person to ask because I only dated 3 women before I got together with my partner, but I will give you what I can. Dating pool in Sydney is already so small, okay? Then you take out men. Then you take out women that don't want to date women. It's this big. So real. Every single person that I dated, at least one of my friends dated. At least one. My thing is to get on dating apps. You can vet someone in advance, you can see what you're doing, and you can know what you're getting into. I can't recommend it enough. The thing I wish that I had done more of, but I didn't because I was pretending to be straight, was going to queer events in Sydney. There are a lot of lesbian events coming up in Sydney. It's about to be Mardi Gras. I love my friends so much and they are all queer, but my goal for this year is to expand that even further for myself. So I recommend doing that as well. I feel like just having those people that relate to you, that you can talk to, that can give you advice and all those sorts of things is great. But yeah, get on the dating apps, go to queer events, put yourself out there. I know it's scary. How did you meet your girlfriend? Any advice? I met my girlfriend on a dating app. A dating app success story. We live together now. Duh, obviously we're lesbians, and everything is just so intertwined. Like, it just worked so well. There is hope, guys. Anyway, that's the gay thing. Let's move on. It's so hot. I'm literally sticking to my floor. It is disgusting. A lot of people asking how did I get into teaching, which I guess is the next thing to talk about, because the last time I was speaking to you, I was working at Vogue. Love my time at Vogue. I had the best time, but we ended up parting ways. I was a full-time content creator for 10 months, I want to say, in that time, and I just had a ball, and this is where teaching comes in. I was actually approached by the university that I work at. They reached out to me and asked if I potentially want to come in for an interview. They were essentially looking for somebody to start a content creation class, and with my experience at Vogue and also doing my own thing, they thought that I was the best candidate for the role, which was really, really sweet. Teaching is something that I thought I would do at some point in my life. I just didn't think I would be doing it at my age. I have so much respect for the girls that I had in the beginning because they made the process so easy. There wasn't a few of them. Literally, we still follow each other on Instagram. Like, it's cute. Also, like, these girls are like 2 years younger than me at most. To answer the question, I don't actually have any like formal teaching training. I was hired as industry. However, I've learned on the job and I've really grown, and I really appreciate this role so much. I'm so grateful for it. I've been able to do some amazing things with the students. I'm so grateful for the relationship that I have with them and that they trust me and really love the class and love my teaching style. How often do you clear out your wardrobe, and how do you decide what to clear out? I think that a lot of people think I have a lot more clothes than I own, which is valid. I am a fashion creator and I do own more clothes more than like the regular person, but I don't really own that much. So clearing out is kind of a big deal for me. I wasn't really conscious of what I was shopping or what I was spending. I was doing closet clear outs every month. I would literally go to my friends with a bag and say, what do you want? And whatever didn't go, I would then sell on Depop or send to Swap or whatever it was. I'm not really in that space anymore. What I would say is if you haven't reached that piece in over 6 months and it's not like a weather specific piece, or if you didn't wear it over the season for that weather specific piece, does it really need to be in your wardrobe? Can it go in storage if you want to try again, or can it just be sold? Your choice. Not to pull out my woo-woo, but I also believe that there is like thrift karma. So if I donate things, I will then receive better things at the thrift. I don't know what it is, but it has never failed me, this logic. So I run with it. How do you stay consistent? Girl, I didn't do this for 3 years. I am not consistent at all. I post when I feel like it on any platform. I wish I was consistent. Imagine what I'd be doing if I was. It's something I want to be better at this year. And I think just putting in a schedule for myself is really going to help. But yeah, I am not consistent at all. You're asking the wrong person, unfortunately. If you had to be an influencer now, what would be your tactics? What's a good way to get into fashion Instagram? How did you become an influencer? All this kind of stuff. And I'm going to give you guys an answer that you probably don't want to hear. Favorite fashion influencers, the influencers that I think are really successful, didn't come on here to be a fashion influencer. They came on here to just share their outfits, share their makeup, share whatever, and through that just became successful. Kind of the same thing on a very lesser scale. I just kind of got bored and started posting my outfits on social media, and people really, it really gained traction. Anybody says anything, I am not out here saying being an influencer is a hard job, because it's not. It is the easiest fucking job in the world. However, it is consistency and it is staying on top of things. So you need to work out, is it worth, when I come home from my full-time job, putting in 3-5 hours of work, that be content, engaging with people, posting stuff, blah, blah, blah. Is it worth it to add on top of my life right now? Do I care passionately enough about this? Do I feel like my voice is different enough in order to get through the market right now? Something to keep in mind as well is that I've been posting since I was like 15 years old, and I'm definitely not 15 now. And I only really started making good money out of this a year ago. And by good money, I mean I can pay my bills and that's it. It's a grind, it's a hustle, it's something that you're gonna be working at for a really long time and receive like little to no reward. So just please keep that in mind when you're wanting to do this. I got 1 or 2 questions about my Accutane journey, and I'm going to go through this really, really briefly. This is the entire timeline, so you understand. I went on birth control when I was 12, not for that reason, but because my skin was really bad. I got cystic acne at like 10 years old. It's not normal. I was supposed to go on Accutane, but 1, I was super young, and 2, there's mental health issues in my family, which came to me later, so we just didn't want to do that. I was on birth control from 12 to 24, which is not normal. I just didn't want to fuck with my skin. I was used to it, whatever. And like birth control was driving me insane. So once I realized I'm not going to need it anymore for that reason, I went off it. My mental health cleared immediately. It was crazy. I had 1 or 2 spots and it just like cleared up. It was unreal. I had the most glowing, beautiful skin all of summer, and it was stunning. Then about 4 or 5 months later, within 2 weeks, cystic acne all up my face. I don't even have photos of it because I was just so disgusted and ashamed. It was all up here and all up here. And it was like, I couldn't touch my face. I couldn't put like anything on it. Like it was just awful. And it was so bad for my mental health. Like I was in a spot all of last year because I just felt so bad. Doctor, because nothing that I was personally doing was helping, and they put me on antibiotics, which is what they need to do first before they put you on Accutane, I think. I meant to be on for 3 months, and then by a month and a half in, I was like, I actually can't do this. It made my skin so much worse. I was getting acne all over my back now, like, and it was so cystic and painful. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I went on Accutane. And you can see I have, like, there's no filter on this. I have a tiny bit of makeup on, but like, it's really just scarring now, which is unreal because I went on this 5 months ago. Like, this is unheard of, and I can't believe that I received the results that I did. I'm on 10 milligram, by the way, as well, so I'm on a really low dose. I haven't received physical side effects, like I'm not burning, I don't feel any of those types of things. However, I am receiving the mental ones. And I have been in the trenches, but you know what? I'm grateful that I have an amazing group of people around me that are really taking care of me and helping me through this time, and it's not that bad. Shouldn't be saying this, please speak to a medical professional, but I can't recommend Accutane enough. If you qualify for it, like, it has completely changed my skin, changed my life. Just make sure that you're staying on top of it. But yeah, the fact that I can even show my skin like this now 5 months later, unreal. So many people saying they're so excited for this. Oh, I love you guys. I'm so excited. To the person who sent me the fashion student question, yes. Question is, what's on the cards for me in 2025? And I have some really big things that I'm working towards. I don't want to say them because I don't want to like jinx myself. Going on a really exciting holiday in March with my partner that I'm going to vlog the entire thing that I'm really excited for. Birthday in like 2 weeks, and we're going on a really, really exciting trip, which again, I'm going to vlog for you guys. Thinking about the YouTube channel a lot, and I think that I want to bring this back. Yes, I will do fashion stuff, but also just as a space where we can like connect, because I feel like on my Instagram and my TikTok, I'm so serious, and I just want to be able to like chat with you guys. That's what this is mostly for. I mean, I'm still obviously going to make fashion content and whatever, but like, I'm just going to bring you guys along in my life. There'll be a lot of weekly vlogs and questions and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Big work of things that I can bring you guys along. But I also want to work on my health physically and mentally because I think they're so connected. I want to get some hobbies. I've started sewing. My partner got me a sewing machine for Christmas and I didn't know how, so I'm going to bring you guys along with that as well. There's so many things that I want to do this year and I'm just so excited to bring you guys along with me and just see what this year takes us. Thank you so much to everybody who's having a question. I'm sorry I didn't get to everyone, but I got to majority of. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.